brought to you by Bay Area Christian Family Magazine covers Mobile and Baldwin counties. Editorial submissions call 251-680-8589. Mary Maids, Mobile, Alabama, 251-342-9520. Mary Maids, relax, it's done. Dick Russell's Barbecue, Highway 90, Tillman's Corner, Alabama, 251-661-6090. You've never had it so good.
Most times when you teach a road, this goes for any kind of road, this is the easiest machine to teach it on because it's got the little pad thing and all, and you can control it. We always say just get on here, and we say just pull it, we don't, and that's the way I do it. We don't really teach this part, but because I don't have a really good upper back, I've been studying and researching, and I'm gonna give a shout out here, because he deserves it. Vince McConnell would have explained this to you like this 20 years ago, I'm sure. Vince is obsessive compulsive anal retentive, and he would tell you like this. And I was too much of a just powerlifter guy. Let's just pull it as hard as you can. So this is the thing. It's all shoulder blades. We'll use the big word scapula. This is why I'm using the guinea pig, right? So before you start the row, you see that little motion, retracting the scapula, all right? And then row and squeeze it. Now, then let it stretch them out. Contract the scapula. Row. That seems like
it almost looks like it's in the traps too.
Yeah, it is. Upper rhomboid, traps. But the other thing that I always did, because of that powerlifter background, football player mentality, was just did it from point A to point B. For people that are trying to strengthen their back, people that are trying to look good, bodybuilder, ladies wanting to look good in a dress with the backless thing going on, squeeze it. Right, so retract. All right.
Now, in between there, like 2-3 second pause, what?
Yes. Or 2 or 3 seconds, or until it feels like that's perfect to you. All right, so I want an exaggerated, do that first. Arms locked. See, it's gonna take you seconds. Now, contract those.
Contract.
Scapula. Pull these shoulder blades back. There you go, now pull. See, it's a 2-part movement. Then let them collapse. There you go. Now do it again. Perfect.
Oh.
That's it. And I'm not making Josh jokes. I did yesterday. I did this for the first time. It took me about 4 sets. All right, so there's 3 things I want you to think about. That's perfect. Now row. Now squeeze. There you go. Now release. Now full stretch out. All right, so there's a lot of things going on. Do you feel that? First of all, you feel the difference, right? All right. The sides, forget the talk about muscles and bigger and prettier backs and all that. Functionality, a lot of people that have problems with their shoulders comes from the binding of the scapula. Because it just kind of gets froze up because we don't know how to engage it. It's kind of like people have back problems and lack of lower back problems because they don't know how to activate their glutes. They don't know how to fire their butt. We sit too much and whatever. All right, do it again. I'm letting you rest a little bit. I want you to do it one more time because the more you do this, the more natural it becomes. Yep. And I was talking to one of the guys at their club in Mobile, which I'll have to do a cutaway and show us the poster. It's over here too. He's guy's pro card in physique. So I'm proud of him. He's a great guy. And he watched me do this in the gym the other day. He said, "Oh my God, you're the only other guy besides my coach that knows how to do that." And he was gonna brag on me like I was. And I said, "I got news for you. You saw the first day I've ever done it." I said, "I was just like everybody else." I said, "But it does feel different and it feels better." And he said he's got the same thing. Trying to get that middle portion of your back to have detail in it is really tough. It's not easy. So it takes that a little extra. And on every exercise, I've got the best calves I've ever gotten at the age of 55 with 2 fake hips after all those years of trying, and it's time under tension. And that's on the routine for another show. But anyway.
What about with the different grips, right?
Try it. It'll work with any grip. It's the same thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, now that's upper. You're going to feel that more across the shoulders. That's more of an upper shoulder. And you feel it just kind of squeeze. You almost feel like it's going to cramp.
Right there, yeah.
It's because you're creating more of a contraction than you ever did before. And if you do this often enough, it just becomes second nature. About the fourth,
Put that on 50.
That's the other thing is I would tell anybody that's watching this at home, kick your ego out of the gym that day and start with half the weight. Because I guarantee you, well, hop up, let me see something. Before I say something smart alecky and like old man trying to be cool, let's see something. I can do that stack. I bet you if money was online, I could do it 15, 20 times easy. Now, I was doing 75, and I'm telling you, that's all I wanted.
Okay.
That's all I needed. It's the difference of the mentality of squeezing and shaping the muscle, but it's also strengthening and holding and getting the detail. And just like you've got plenty of size.
Yes.
And just like a lot of guys, if I've got a young guy and he's playing football and he's 16 years old, whatever, I might make him do bent over barbell rows and say, I don't care if you sling it up, just keep your back, or don't let your back round, but just get it up there. I probably wouldn't get into saying contract your scalp. I wouldn't do that to him. But if you're anybody, I don't care if you're 16 and you want to be a bodybuilder or just worried about looking good in a shirt, you should do that. But like I said, for joint health, and as older I get, the more important that is.
The older you get, the more you learn.
Yeah, I'm still 55, still learning.
Jason's Fitness, 24/7 access, one-on-one training, equipment, and supplement sales.
Equipment? What equipment? Fitness equipment, you fool. Jason's Fitness sells the very best in home and commercial exercise equipment.
They do?
Yes, you fool. Treadmills, ellipticals, home gyms, exercise bikes. They even sell rubber flooring.
Rubber flooring?
If it's fitness, Jason's has it.
Why would you buy equipment from anyone else?
Exactly.
Who was that?
I have no idea.
Jason's Fitness, Mobile and Foley, jasonsfitness.com.
Vision Corner, talk about what to put on you. Vitamin C does literally like everything. There's like, if you ever had one supplement, when somebody said, what's one supplement you've got to take? You've got to take vitamin C. It boosts your immune system. It heart stuff. It does joint stuff. It does. So I'm just going to go through the list. I'm going to hopefully scroll some stuff while I'm reading this so that maybe I'll show a picture of some oranges, like artistically. Because that's where vitamins, when we say vitamin C, we immediately think oranges. It is a potent antioxidant with increasingly diverse uses in health promotion and disease prevention. It started with that because that's what we should talk about. And it didn't like lose its antioxidant standing. It's still one of the greatest antioxidants ever discovered. Dr. Linus Pauling did all the wonderful research on it, on cancer and stuff. Anyway, it's not like we're worried about scurvy. That used to be a thing. I don't have scurvy. So that used to be the whole pit. Every step in the progression of arteriosclerosis can benefit from the antioxidant power of vitamin C, right? So everybody knows what arteriosclerosis is, unfortunately, especially in my age group. It reduces cellular DNA damage. That is the vital first step in cancer initiation, and also reduces inflammatory changes that allow a malignant cell to grow into a dangerous tumor. That's the stuff that made Dr. Linus Pauling, who some of you may remember was the one that just did tons and tons and tons of research on vitamin C. Enhance the health promoting effects of exercise and reduce exercise-induced oxidative damage. When you work out, especially when you do aerobic type activity, there is some free radical stuff that happens, right? You are damaged on when you train with weights, you're created damage. Vitamin C supplements also dramatically combat the oxidative damage caused by smoking and exposure to tobacco smoke. Back in the day when I was playing in rock and roll bands, this sounds crazy to people, but I literally used to take like 2 grams of vitamin C before every gig to counter the smoke that I would ingest even though I, of course, have never smoked, but I was ingesting everybody else's smoke. You kids today don't know what we were dealing with back then. In respiratory conditions, vitamin C supplements help avert or shorten the duration of common colds and may mitigate the risk of serious respiratory conditions like asthma. Doing a lot of research on asthma and vitamin C. All right. Vitamin C supplements can speed the clearance of the stomach disease causing bacterium, Helicobacter pylori, and cut the risk of gastric cancer it causes. There's about 11 more pages of this, but it's on the internet. You can type in vitamin C supplementation reasons for doing or something. I don't know if that's what you would say, but something like that. The point of the segment is we're paying bills here, so we're still hawking. We have a product called C1000 Complex. Glasses go back on. It's a 1,000 milligram tablet. It has bioflavonoids. It has rutin, hesperidin, acerola powder, quercetin hydrate, rose hips. It's a complex. It's got all the good parts of the vitamin C that does the stuff. I'm not going any more technical. If y'all want to get more technical, I'm going to scroll the ingredients and you can go crazy and Google all night long. But the thing I always tell you, our product is $9.95 for 100 of those bad boys. I will probably have it on the, I will have it on the website. You can go to jasonsfitness.com, southfit.com, click on enter the store, because it's all the junk we sell for everything, and go to supplements. It's just vitamin C and all the good components that make a great vitamin C product. What I can tell you is that what it says is in there is in there. The company does our supplements, tests the raw materials like every third batch to make sure, third-party lab, that what's coming in to the product is in the product. Don't know if y'all remember, but a couple of years ago, some of the major people, we're not going to say any names because I don't have those deep pockets, but you can Google it. There were a lot of major chains that were selling products, and there was nothing in the products. So what I'm telling you is we've been here 36 years, and what I say is what I say, and it's the fact jack. So what's in this product is in this product, and vitamin C is amazing. You have to get it from food or supplementation, and it's the high doses that do the really cool stuff. So that's vitamin C. I think I made that segment, kind of sexy, really, because it's not that much you can say about vitamin C. So maybe I'll throw in a picture of a sexy orange. I don't know what to do.
Cleaning is cleaning, right? So I went with the lowest price. Let's just say I got what I paid for.
At Merry Maids, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Every team member goes through a comprehensive training program. Call now and leave your cleaning to the pros.
I trust Merry Maids. I know that every week my place is going to look fantastic.
Call or click to learn more about money-saving specials at your local Merry Maids.
I love having a clean house, especially when somebody else cleans it.
Merry Maids. Relax. It's done.
So nobody ever did road festivals. We didn't do them. This was not a thing. Go back and look at the early Schwarzenegger books. None of us were doing this, and this all of a sudden this became a functionality thing, and also it's hard to build up and it's also because we don't do external rotation, we get injuries in sports. So this is double whammy. If you're somebody trying to look good, this is important. It's also good because if you're just trying to look good, one day you're going to get hurt and you're not going to look so good because you can't train. So that's right. So you got a lot of things. Well, we've always taught this way, but take what I just showed you. What's the other word for scapula? Now I've got the medical term. Shoulder blades. Yeah. It's a lot easier to remember. Shoulder blades. So you know how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to retract, then pull. All right, so you remember how that kind of got your attention over there when you did it with the overhand grip? So you retract, now you pull up and apart. So weight-wise, I don't even know what's on there, 40, 50 pounds. If I was gonna do a set of 10 or 12, that's too heavy, because I'm gonna cramp. And that's this is a squeezy, flexy kind of motion. This is not a jerky motion. So retract, and each time you have to think about it, and pretty soon you'll just be second nature. Retract, Okay.
And what I would tell people, like when I'm doing it or right there, I was like, you want to be able to like squeeze my hand if it's right in between your back. You just want to be able to.
And so we've always taught that, but the idea of doing it in two, is all right, go ahead and do it. So I can talk. I'll get out of breath, I can't even talk. All right, so, see, and now I can feel this upper trapezius, it's rear delt, really good in the rear delts. Make sure all right, before you go into it, let yourself stretch out, then contract it. All right, good.
That gets you right where you need to be?
Yeah, but I want you to relax it every time.
Okay.
Collapse the scapula, now contract it, now pull it, now there you go. See, it doesn't take but see, now keep in mind, I'll tell people that are watching this at home or something. First of all, you need a good cable machine, you need a rope attachment. If you don't have that, you get these rubber band things that people are using. They're really, I think y'all may have seen that on that show. I thought they were stupid. I said it on the show, and I'm not sorry because I just thought they were dumb. This is the most effective way to do this. But this exercise goes for an old fart like me who's trying to stay healthy, a young guy's just trying to look good, a young or older athlete. My God, if you're a tennis player, a golfer, you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, this is important for longevity. And the technical name for this is a standing rope face pull. And all we're doing, we've shown on the show before, is we're talking about retracting the scapula or shoulder blades, and all that means is squeezing them before we start the row part. The other part to remember is, because I see people do this wrong, we'll start talking about what are people doing wrong. Turn this way so I can see. Because it's called face pull, people will just do like this and jerk it towards their face. That's not the point. The point is we're going to pull wide and up and squeeze is what we're doing right there. All right? So it's not just a regular row. The motion is up and separating towards your face. But like I said, today what we're focusing on is that little scapular retraction before we start it. And then that squeeze at the end is so important, because do that one more time while they're watching.
All right.
Yep. And be sure that you're not, see, because what you're doing right now is you're just kind of going up.
Okay. So just
Retract back.
So like,
You're fine, but retract. It's a backward feeling. All right, now I'm going to show you one other thing. Don't let me forget to show Richard on the screen so people know who Richard is. The other thing you can do is if you're lagging in that upper rhomboid, the trapezius area, is after you get through actually doing the row, you can get through, you'll get too tired to be able to do this motion. You'll get to where you're exhausted, but you can still go.
Okay, almost like a last minute burnout.
Just last minute burnout to work that area that still has some in it. And again, we're not just talking about, do that now. We're not just talking about trying to look good. We're not trying to be Superman, super strong. We're talking about longevity. We're talking about feeling better. We're talking about shoulder mobility. A lot of people, as they get older, start getting frozen shoulder syndrome and stuff. And part of it is the lack of mobility in the scapula.
I know I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. It's just relax.
It's hard to think about because see, you're got those big arms. You want to use them. Arms are not part of it.
All right.
All right. So just squeeze. Just squeeze. That's it.
Okay.
And part of what's wrong is you're not tired right now, and that's not enough weight.
Okay. So, like you said, I just want to.
Yeah, because you really want to. Those arms won't take over. And see, when you've got dominant arms too, you've got to be careful. That was never a problem for me. That they'll want to take over a back movement. So, yeah. See, exactly. I know it's always been a burden for you.
Dick Russell's I'm coming home to you. Broke my heart to be apart. Now I can't believe it's true. Dick Russell's I'm coming home to you.
Spirit treadmills, love them. Love the brand, love the treadmill. This little piece of paper on here for my employee says $17.99, but then in little parentheses it says, not what you pay at Jason's. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That's what that means. So just know that it's going to cost that or less by the time you pay shipping and install and tax and everything. So it's a great treadmill for that money. Do we have better treadmills? Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. We have better Spirit treadmills, but they're going to cost double that. We have true treadmills that we can sell you that's $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, and it's a home treadmill. So we have all of that. But for somebody, this is what I will say about this treadmill. This is like a review / me trying to say something to stay on TV, honestly. I would not put somebody on this treadmill that's a hardcore runner. This is a great jogger / walker treadmill, in my opinion. And the folks at Spirit right now may be going, oh, nay, but this is my show, it's my opinion, it's my little review. I do sell the stuff, so I have an interest in it too. All right, that's at 3 miles an hour. I'm doing this so you can hear how quiet it is, because that's important, okay? A heavier treadmill made by Spirit that I've shown on the show would be quieter, like a CT800 that's a light commercial, whatever, would be even quieter than that. But that's pretty darn quiet for that price. It has lots of cool programs in it. It does the inclining thing, which is very important. I've got members that love these things, and that's awesome. It folds up. Let me do a quick rant. It's just my opinion. If you think that's awesome, if you're at home right now going, wow, I'm so glad that turned you on, and I will bring this to you tomorrow. That's great. My personal opinion is it's dumb, because that saves you. What are you going to do? Put a chair under here? You can build build a tent under here. What did that do really? But that's a feature, and I have requests for. Do you have? So we're keeping a fold-up treadmill on the floor, and Spirit happens to make the best ones I've seen. So this folds up. I said that to say it folds up. Now the other cool thing is if you're a little tiny woman at home, I don't know how to unfold the thing. There you go. See? It does that all by itself. Now, 20 years ago, or maybe 25, 23, 24 years ago, first started selling equipment. We've been in the club business 36 years, selling equipment about 25, 26 years. They had fold up, that came out fold up, and they would go, bam! They were heavy and awkward. Now they've got this all worked out. So that's really cool. Great screen. Come try it out.
Jason's Fitness, 24/7 access, one-on-one training, equipment, and supplement sales.
Equipment? What equipment? Fitness equipment, you fool. Jason's Fitness sells the very best in home and commercial exercise equipment.
They do?
Yes, you fool. Treadmills, ellipticals, home gyms, exercise bikes. They even sell rubber flooring.
Rubber flooring?
If it's fitness, Jason's has it.
Why would you buy equipment from anyone else?
Exactly.
Who was that?
I have no idea.
Jason's Fitness, Mobile and Foley, jasonsfitness.com.
We're talking about Jazam. Jazam is our top selling product and has been for ages. I mean, long time, over a decade. And it's used to, I would come on and say, I got everything in it, it's good for you to take it. So now I've been trying to go in a little more depth. Well, this time, this is almost like a public service announcement, because I take it, of course, my wife takes it, and she recently said, this kind of burns my throat. Does it kind of burn your throat? And I even had a customer say, hey, is there something wrong with this? And so I had to make it clear. One of the ingredients on this product is cayenne pepper. Yes, and many of you who are in my age group probably already know all the benefits of cayenne pepper. There's a bunch of them, but I'm going to go through some of them with you right now because it's in Jazam. And if you're going to put it in a product, you ought to tell, especially now, in different batches of the tablets. They're tablets. They're not capsules. So you're tasting some of the ingredients will be stronger than others because probably where they blended the cayennes more to the surface or what have you. So cayenne peppers are seen as one of the top natural products that help for improving the erectile response. Bam! There it is. That's why it's in a product called Jazam. It's a herbal enhancement formula for men and women. The capsaicin, I never can say that word. I never know if it's saicin or saicin in cayenne peppers as I already mentioned, maintains the cardiovascular system healthy and improves the flow of blood. And it does that without raising your blood pressure, by the way. That's an important tip. Red cayenne pepper normalizes blood pressure and strengthens the heart. As a result, it gives men energy and stamina to pleasure their partners. I did not write that part. I copied and pasted, and now I'm embarrassed that it said that. But that's what it says. That's just a give. That's just a throwaway. That's extra. Cayenne pepper, big print, so I didn't have to wear my glasses. Cayenne pepper is in the product. Because I'm going to put on these glasses. These are my read little print glasses. It has all kinds of stuff in it. Katuba bark powder. Tribulus, which has got orchic powder. Do y'all remember years ago on the TV show, we used to have a product. It wasn't this. It wasn't by us. We're going back 20-something years. And there was this product, and it was for bodybuilding and stuff. And one of the ingredients was orchic. Yeah, I'm taking y'all back now. And I would tell you, they take part of the cow and they grind it up and put it in your tablets. Well, that's orchic. Moo. Or more like after they're done with him, moo. So anyway, there's a lot of extra stuff that's a blend at the bottom. So one of the things that's in the blend, and just to show you that what I always say is, the reason our products are so great is they have what the label says is in the bottle, in the tablet. And that's why they work. And we've had so many good testimonials to this product, Shazam, from energy, for working out, for testosterone production, for sexual enhancement in guys and girls over 40s, in their 40s, 50s, 60s, to even weight loss. So it's a great, anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about on this segment. Just to let you know that cayenne pepper's in there. So if you ever buy some and you go, hey, that tastes peppery, it's because it's in there.
Brought to you by Bay Area Christian Family Magazine, covers Mobile and Baldwin counties. Editorial submissions, call 251-680-8589. Mary Maids, Mobile, Alabama, 251-342-9520. Mary Maids, relax, it's done. Dick Russell's Barbecue, Highway 90, Tillman's Corner, Alabama, 251-661-6090. You've never had it so good.